So we just came out of the new Die Hard movie, A Good Day to Die Hard, which opened yesterday on Valentine's Day. And we're going to do a quick review of it. Well, just to give a brief history, I, like most people, like the first Die Hard. Die Hard 2 was okay, I mean, not as good. Die Hard 3 was actually, I would say, an improvement over, or it was better than 2 for sure, in my opinion.
I don't know. 2 was pretty cool because he blew up the plane.
Yeah, but just, like, story and it was cool, having Simon make him run all around New York solving these riddles. So, yeah, and 4, I enjoy 4. Yeah, I know some people don't like it, but personally I do.
I didn't mind 4. I thought there was a few of those stunts that were like, See, the thing with me and the Die Hards, especially like the first one, is it's within the realm of possibility for the most part.
Yeah.
There's the one where he ties the fire hose and jumps off the roof. That's maybe where it's a stretch for me.
Right. I mean, probably would fall through that hose that he made.
Right.
Yeah, definitely before he got to a little bit too powerful.
Well, with him, it's like him driving this this semi up the circular road that didn't have an ending,
Yeah.
And then he jumps onto the jet, or he jumps off, or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, and then he jumps a cop car into a helicopter.
That one I'm okay with, because he did it in a tunnel.
Who did it like
Well, they were in a tunnel when that happened. It was like
outside of the tunnel.
He was inside the tunnel, and the chopper was outside the tunnel shooting at him.
Yeah.
And he ramped it up. That I'm okay with.
All right.
That I can believe.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the new Die Hard. Yeah.
I was confused. There was no plot.
There was really no plot to that movie. I mean, there's a character who dies, and I just went over to, or leaned over to him, like, who is this guy, and why do we care if he's being killed?
I think I would actually have to watch this movie twice, just to see if that's the same character at the very beginning.
I think.
Who was talking to, what was his name? Yuri, which, of course it's Yuri.
Because it takes place in Russia, and you have to have the standard Russian names.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of Jack, the actor, and his story, or...
The kid?
Yeah.
I don't know, a little, sort of out of nowhere. I mean...
Yeah. He's kind of just this... They do this story again where he doesn't want to be a McClane, but by the end, I'm going to take the McClane plane.
Yeah, they do that with the wife. They do that with Lucy.
Lucy.
And now with Jack, or John Jr.
Yeah. So Jack's kind of just this asshole.
Yeah. Well, I thought John had patched all these fences already.
Yeah.
Couple movies back, and then at the end, when they get back on this big ordeal, there's Lucy. Where's the mom and all this? I mean, she may hate her husband. Well, that's the other thing in all these movies. Well, the first two, they always reconcile and get back together.
Well, in 2 they work together from the end of 1, and then 3 they break up, or something like that.
But he tries to call her once.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's your kid. Why wouldn't you be there?
Right.
And then see, they tried to throw in the F word as many times as they could.
And you notice that when, a lot of times it was off screen, you couldn't see him. You didn't see him when he said "fuck." Did you notice that?
No.
Well, it's like he just leaves frame, and you hear him say "fuck." I'm like, so I wonder if they almost like they dubbed it in at the last minute to get the R rating.
I don't know, maybe I'd have to watch that again, but I guess I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no plot, action from start to finish, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, you
I
get
know.
a few minutes to breathe
I
here
know.
and there.
Yeah, I know. Die Hard movies are supposed to be action movies, but at least in the first one you had character development.
We had build-up.
Yeah, you had build up. This one had no build up to the action. It was like balls to wall. It's like you said.
All of them had build-up.
Yeah.
And then, I'm trying to remember how 4 started exactly.
Computer.
Oh, he is following his daughter, isn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, just car chase. And, they came up with some, inventive things to do with cars and to wreck them.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Oh, that's another thing I noticed during that whole car chase is like these cars flip way too easily.
Well, I don't know.
Like there's quite literally like an explosion underneath them to flip them.
Well, the other thing I don't get, that's the other thing the movie doesn't make sense, is, okay, I mean, I don't get, was it Jack's plan to get that guy out, somehow out of the courthouse?
Yeah.
And then who blew, that, see, like, there again, the plot made no sense. But the other bad guys blew him up to get both of, or to get Yuri out.
Right.
I'm assuming. And then he acts like at the end it was part of his plan the whole time. Well, I guess I guess he adapted it a bit to get back with his daughter and, screw over the bad guys, which is probably the original plan.
Yeah.
They would nab them and stuff, but...
Oh yeah, yep. And kind of another thing I noticed is like, comparing this to 4 is, 4 didn't get, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they kind of deal with him being old and kind of not be able, somewhat, no, he's kind of a man out of the time, current time, like.
Well, yeah, because that one was all about computers and...
Yeah. I mean, and he's just doing fine in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, and there again, it's all... Well, I mean, I guess that was in the first one too, but they blow them up so many times. It's like, no one would get blown up that many times and keep going.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess he only survives one kind of big explosion in the first one.
Right.
But...
Yeah. Definitely... Yeah, you could call this movie anything else besides Die Hard, and you wouldn't know it was a Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
I mean, John McClane, sure he has his couple quick one-liners, whatever you want to call them, but...
I don't think he even has one. He has a one-liner.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation.
Oh, yeah, that got
I'm on
old.
fucking vacation. Or,
Yeah, that got old fast.
oh, I go,
Yeah, but, like I said, call anything else.
McLean. You're shouting your own name there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, what would we give the movie out of, let's say, 5? Sure.
F. Oh.
Oh, okay, F. That could be
No.
yours, if that's what you want to rate it.
It's not a failure of a movie. I mean, they could easily make a worse entry in this still. Okay, let's go on the record and I'll say this is the worst entry in the series so far.
So, your rating?
2.5 out of 5. Or 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would say only go to it if you really like kind of dumbed down action movies.
Popcorn flicks.
And there are a few funny parts.
Yeah.
Not very many, and they're kind of few and far between. But I did chuckle every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be an okay renter.
Yeah. I definitely agree with the renter. For my final, I would give it 1.5 stars out of 5.
Whoa, that low, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, I did not really care for this movie.
That wasn't the worst thing to sit through.
Yeah.
And I've sat through worse movies. Oh, Transformers. Oh.
Yeah. Transformers. God, fuck that movie.
I mean, where would you put this? Better than Transformers? Just as dumb action, just not as kid-friendly, or, trying to be as dumbed
Yeah,
down
I
for
suppose
kids.
I would rank it a little bit higher than Transformers, because personally, yeah. Like you and me, we were really into Transformers. You more than me, but... And Michael Bay just ruined that.
Well, same thing with Transformers, is they could have used the original pilot episodes just fine, and adapted them. You know, made them more serious. That's just how I feel about it.
Oh, I'm getting a little off topic here, but
Right.
yeah. So definitely a renter, unless you have nothing else to do, and you just want a dumb action movie where you can just basically turn off your brain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, biggest problem, there's little to no plot.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the bad guy was trying to do.
Right.
Probably get a bomb. I don't know.
Well,
That's what they're all trying to do.
It was something with money, like I think selling that.
Oh yeah, he wanted to sell the uranium
Yeah.
that he somehow stockpiled in Chernobyl and that no one did anything with for 50 years.
Yeah. However long ago that was.
That's got to make sense. I don't want to be seen.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
and why wait this long to go back? I guess suppose he was in prison around.
Well, we don't even know what he was in prison for.
Yeah.
Or I suppose for stockpiling it. I don't know.
So.
More questions than answers.
Yep.
And questions you don't really care about getting the answers for. Would you want them to make another one?
Honestly, I would be okay if they didn't.
I think the series is done. I think it's used up its gas.
Yeah. I mean, how long is Bruce Willis still going to be?
I'm okay with him being an older action hero. I like those types.
Yeah, but I mean, it was 6 years between the last one and this one.
I'm okay with it. I mean, yeah. Yes, if they keep putting these big gaps, yes, it's going to get unrealistic. But he doesn't look, I mean, he looks older, but he doesn't look old.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't look like Father Time. I don't know. I mean, you know, when he did stuff like, you know, when he ramps the car to blow up the helicopter, it's more brains than bronze at that point.
Right.
So, you know, I'd be okay with another entry. You know, if they went something back like the first and second one. I mean, I think they've varied their movies enough that they could kind of come full circle. Hell, they should kill him off at the end of one of them, and he'd be a little bit cliche.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, that should.
And you know, maybe the next movie he'll reconcile things with his wife.
Yeah.
He's doing one character at a time, one family member.
Yeah. Well, he had it in the first two with her, but yeah, definitely I would like to see his wife back in some form.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if they get the same actress. That's kind of the thing with these movies that they span out is the female leads usually just, I hate to say it, but they just kind of look old. You know, they look older than their male counterparts. That they usually don't bring them back.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that. I mean, they do that with a lot of movies. You know, the one that comes to mind is like Tron. They didn't bring back Yuri from that. You know, Cindy Morgan's character.
Yeah.
And I have no offense to her, but she's kind of let go a bit, and you know, I don't know. Oh, then again, they kind of wasn't really Tron in Tron 2.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, like what? A minute at most, maybe.
oh yeah.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this review up. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
I don't know.